Okay, it's episode 3 of Luke and Naomi on air. Welcome back.
We're back again.
That's right.
All right.
Made it to 3.
Third time's the charm, right?
The charm, I hope so.
We'll see. We'll see if we're still a little bit rusty here, which I'm sure we're still going to be. You know, it's going to take some time to get back into the gear of things.
Plus,
this
fun,
is, really different, too.
So it's been a whole week since we've talked to everybody, so thanks for listening. First of all, of course, last week.
Yeah. Oh, can I give a quick shout-out? JD and the Badlands Band. JD and Holly, I saw on Snapchat that they were listening to us. That was really cool to see. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
So big shout-out. Thank you, guys, and I hope things are going well for you. We miss you over here.
Definitely. And while we're doing shout-outs as well, I was flipping through Facebook the other day and saw our friend Paul Moore is taking care of everybody in the Alzheimer's Association out there in southeastern New Mexico.
That's right, yes.
So big shout-out to Paul and for all the cool stuff he's doing. If you're in southeastern New Mexico, if you're listening from Roswell in that area, don't forget to support that Alzheimer's Association. The stuff Paul's doing, really, really cool, and he's going to need a lot of help coming up this summer and this fall.
Yeah, in the fall, they're going to do their walk again, I'm sure, and we always had a blast being a part of that. It always felt like we were making a difference. It was really nice to do
definitely.
that. Yeah.
All right, so last episode...
Yes.
We had a little fun with the states.
We had a little fun is one way to put it. I'd say more of we got a little carried away.
That was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. I had fun with it. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So we went over a bunch of different states and we talked about what kind of... it was supposed to be what food described each state, but we just ended up being what food...
It was like food association.
Yes.
Like word association, but food association for each of the states.
That is great. I like that. Food association, definitely.
Because, I mean, that's what we did. Because some of the answers, like Maryland, it was corn for the vast cornfields of Maryland,
That's
which
right.
if you missed that, that was because during Luke and I's travels, when we got to Maryland, we thought we'd see a lot of the ocean and this and that, and all we saw was a bunch of farmland. Anyway... So we picked corn for Maryland, which anybody who's looking at the map of the United States and would see like different foods for each state, if they saw corn for Maryland, they'd be like, what the heck are you thinking?
That's right.
So that's why it was food association for us.
But that is our food association.
Correct.
You had Miss Janet on the YouTube page. She left a comment and said, Maryland has to be crabs.
That does make sense. It really does.
Or Old Bay seasoning or something like that. But the crabs for Maryland. But, you know, in Naomi's defense, the cornfields.
But I'm going to take Janet's answer there because Janet is very smart. So, yes, absolutely. Crabs for Maryland.
That's right.
That's a good answer.
Greatest Spanish teacher in the world.
Yes.
Miss Janet. All right, let's see.
Hola.
All right. You learned one.
Hey, I know a few things.
in New Mexico.
I'm not even going to try it on the spot, though, no.
Not even going to.
No,
cool.
Oh my goodness.
I got it. Paul said in my defense, so of course I'm reading this comment first. He said he did spit out his coffee laughing when I said bath salts for Florida.
Oh my goodness. That was that's not food. That's a drug reference. That's not food.
Well, you know, salt. You can eat it.
No, it's not the same. My goodness.
Right, let's see. Hugh said...
Ew! Snickers!
Snickers, that's right. Said rare steaks, not bad, but chicken fried steak. He went with a whole... He went with the whole buffet.
Yes.
Chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, cream gravy, very specific, along with fried okra would be a much better food choice. He said, don't forget, when you get through Texas, you're halfway to anywhere.
That's right.
I like
That's
that.
right.
I wish we knew that when we were out west and driving through Texas anytime we wanted to go to the ocean.
Yeah. When you're through Texas, you're halfay to anywhere.
I mean, you are.
It's
so
a big
much.
state. It's a big state.
Oh man! All right, let's see. He was looking for his thought of the day. He really, really wants to hear me sing the thought of the day intro. So
No way.
I don't know.
No way.
I really, and Hugh, I apologize. I have forgot to tell Naomi this. So I know, all week long. I didn't mention it to you, so if you can do that by the time we're done recording, find a thought of the day.
Oh, you
to
mean
throw
make
out there.
something up? Okay, I'm sure I could do that. I've got what, like 20 minutes,
However long
30
you want.
minutes?
Yeah.
So if I need extra time, this is just going to be a really long Luke and Naomi on air because I'll be stalling at the end to come up with something.
That's right.
I'll figure something out, though. I'll figure something out for you, Snickers.
All right, we'll find out. And, try not to overpromise because maybe I don't feel like singing.
We'll see.
Todd says, Todd, my favorite laser tag target, says, California, where ranch was invented.
That's right.
I don't know why we didn't go right there. Nice
Aw, man.
Nice one from Todd. Let's see here. Hugh complained that last episode was only 40 minutes. He says he feels cheated.
Oh, to be honest, we don't actually pay that much attention to it. We take a few breaks here and there. We were shooting for an hour at one point, and I don't know. But I'm sorry. We'll try to extend this one a little bit.
We go until Naomi gets tired of dealing with me. That's the benefit of the podcast for her.
Listen, if that was the case, we'd be done in like 15 minutes. But,
right. She does it for y'all.
That's right.
Let's see here. Janet again said salmon for Washington.
Oh.
We got the fish out in Washington and Seattle.
That's a good
and all
one.
that stuff. And Alaskan king crab.
Ooh, yes.
Let's see here. Let's switch.
I want seafood now.
Yeah, right now I'm hungry for seafood. Switching over to the Facebook page. That's where Doug took over everything.
Okay.
So let's see. He said, hush puppies for Alabama.
Oh, good one.
Getting real specific.
I don't know.
now.
I liked alligator, though. That was a good answer, I think.
Hush puppies for Alabama. I liked alligator too. You're right.
What about alligator hush puppies? Can you do that? Can you make a hush puppy and put little alligator pieces of meat in there?
I mean,
Somebody get working on that.
it ain't the worst thing we've ever heard of. That's for sure.
true, yeah.
What else we got here? He said elk for Montana,
Nice.
snow cones for North Dakota,
Okay.
Cuban sandwich for Florida. That's pretty good. I like that.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of bath salts. I still-
Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm glad I got a laugh from at least Paul.
Yeah, that's it, though.
With the bath salts. Let's see here. He says Tennessee would be catfish. Maryland should be crab cakes. Nebraska can either be corn or steak because of Omaha steaks.
Oh, yeah, make it steak for that reason.
Grits for Mississippi. Arizona should be chimichangas because he says they were invented in Tucson. So I'm leaving that on Doug. That's Doug Barry's knowledge there.
I like that answer, though.
I'm just gonna believe him.
Chimichangas for Arizona. Okay.
Of course, New Mexico green chili, but green chili cheeseburgers to be specific.
That's a good one, yes.
He agrees with Alaska king crab. North Carolina, he says, is craft beer.
Nice. We could have done that.
He read that Asheville has one of the largest craft beer communities in the country. We haven't been to Asheville yet, but
Not yet.
we have worked our way through a good percentage of the beer brewed in Asheville.
Not only that, but we have gone to a handful of beer festivals already
Yeah.
being out here. And a lot of it's the local beer and all that. So we dropped the ball on that one. We really did.
That's all right. It's a good
Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
a good point to make, Doug.
Yes.
Yeah, some of our favorite beers we've had in North Carolina.
Yeah.
From Asheville. He says Pennsylvania he thinks we missed, which of course would be the cheesesteak. I think we just skipped completely over the state of Pennsylvania.
Because it's Pennsylvania. I didn't care about it. I wasn't worried about it.
We're too close to Pennsylvania now.
I know.
So
Ugh. No thanks.
No talking about Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Let's see here. We did during the last episode talk about how we might do topics going forward and things like that.
Yeah, we do have an idea. We're still, testing out the waters with all this.
So
know.
Doug has a suggestion.
Okay.
He says pick a question of the day the week ahead so that we can talk about responses on the show.
Which is a great idea. But I mean, do we ever plan that far in advance?
So
that would be our hard part, which it would probably be a good thing to do, to be more prepared and all that. But we're procrastinators, like really bad.
It's all
so
right.
I don't know.
We'll work something out. Maybe if we do that way, we can announce it at the end of the show or just put it up on Facebook.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Or we can just put it up on the Facebook so we don't even have to come up with it, before we finish recording.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
put
I've
up
already
the-
got to come up with a thought of the day. We can't come up with the topic for next week
We'll
too.
put up the episode and then next week's question at the same time or something.
Okay, that could work.
We'll figure it out, Doug, I think.
Yeah, just stay tuned.
We've got some cool stuff.
The next couple of months, we'll figure out what the heck we're doing.
We've got some cool stuff for this show, and of course, I said I was prepared. Naomi said, "You prepared? You got everything ready?" I said, "Yes, I do."
You're not prepared over there?
I'm not prepared over here.
And what are you going to do over there? What are you trying to do over there?
I'm just trying to stall. That's what I'm trying to do.
You're not very good at stalling and like clicking on things.
I'm working on it. I gotta get back into the groove, you know.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So what we're gonna do is something we used to do on Mondays on Luke and Naomi in the morning.
I don't remember what we used to do.
Of course you don't. We're gonna talk about what's happened this week in science
Oh, okay, yeah.
with a little segment I like to call This Week in Science.
That's right.
All right. I miss saying that. I gotta tell
I
you.
know. I could tell. You were so excited to say it, too.
So just a couple of snippets here on some things that are going down in the science world. Something going weird with Voyager 1. That's the space probe, the spacecraft that's flying way out in deep space, I believe, at this point.
Was that the one that was like taking pictures of Jupiter or something like that?
I believe so, yeah. It's continuing its journey beyond the solar system, collecting crazy, cool scientific data while studying interstellar space at this point. But NASA engineers say they were surprised by some unexpected readings from the probe's attitude, articulation, and control system that doesn't seem to match exactly what the spacecraft is supposed to be doing or is doing, or something like that.
Okay, so it's getting different readings than they were expected, basically?
Yeah, from what they can tell, it's sending randomly generated telemetry or some impossible data, but no, you know, all the science talk. The thing that tells everybody if it's working right says it's working right.
Okay.
But it's sending back stuff that says it's like doing
That
backflips
doesn't
when it's
seem
not
right.
doing backflips, pretty much.
Okay.
How about that? That's intense.
That's weird. Way over my head, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds super cool, but honestly, they say it's kind of par for the course for this stage of a mission.
Really?
And
Aw.
I know.
You shouldn't have even mentioned that part.
just
Like,
crashed everything back down.
yeah, you did.
That would be cool, though, wouldn't it? If,
Yes.
you know, there's some aliens messing around with the thing.
I don't know. I'd be more scared. I'd start freaking out over here.
Of course.
All right, what else
You're going to love the UFO stuff. we got
Oh,
coming up later,
perfect.
in the show. Let's see here. I don't even know what's going on with this one. We'll skip the cat thing.
Okay.
You know how much I love cats.
Yeah.
You know, there was an eruption in Tonga.
Oh, yeah. Well, we saw the pictures of that from
Yeah.
space. And
January 15th.
Okay, yeah.
And it was huge. Not just the most powerful this century, it was the loudest sound on Earth since 1883.
Wow. 1883, was that another volcanic eruption?
You gotta
Or do
ask
we
me
not know?
questions I don't have pulled up right
Oh, I'm sorry.
now. We can figure
Well,
it
I
out.
thought I don't know. I thought there was a big eruption then. If you don't have the answer, you don't have the answer. That's fine. Somebody look into this, because when you're not listening to this live, what happened in 1883 that happened to be the loudest sound on Earth? I'm gonna guess it's an eruption. Anyways, let's talk about this other eruption.
So, you know, back in January, there was this volcanic eruption in Tonga that was the loudest sound, in the most powerful explosion this century, the loudest sound on Earth since 1883, a wave reaching higher than the International Space Station. They saw the explosion. They saw the explosion from
Yes.
the ISS.
Yeah, there's pictures of it, and it's crazy.
But apparently the shock wave or something like that reached higher than the ISS.
Crazy.
Moved at 700 miles an hour.
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, sound and an explosion traveling, you would assume that it's moving pretty dang fast.
But really, really, really crazy.
Yeah.
The loudest sound since 1883. I had figured the loudest sounds, you know, in the last couple of years, me sneezing on air.
That's up there.
Something ridiculous like that, you know. Oh, what else we got going on this week in science? This is weird. Artificial intelligence, they found out, can identify a person's race from just x-rays.
What?
And scientists have no idea how this is happening.
We knew AI was going to get too smart for us. It already is. I don't want to dive too deep into this. I'm going to get scared.
It's a little. Anyway, based on X-ray and CT images alone, the AI able to identify race with around 90% accuracy.
See, it was wrong sometimes.
And scientists have no clue just how it can do this.
Nope. Don't want to know.
AI, it's crazy. My favorite is when they feed AI a bunch of information and then have it write a song.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when you make there's so many memes and like stories about this where they make a bot watch like 1,000 hours of Hallmark movies and then have them write a Hallmark story. Oh my goodness. And there's words in there that don't belong, but at the same time you can tell it's forming that story, and it's interesting and freaky at the same time. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No.
All right, and finally, I am going to read the cat one. I don't know what the heck that sentence was. I just came across a science word that I have never seen before. But anyway.
Oh, Luke being stumped over there.
Yes, because,
that doesn't happen a lot. This is a big moment over here.
All right, I don't even know what to say now.
All right, tell me this cat story.
According to a new study published in the journal Brain, Cognition, and Mental Health.
Okay.
A parasite responsible for affecting a host's brain and potentially causing neurological conditions can actually make the host more attractive. Now, the last thing anybody wants to be talking about is parasites and viruses and things like that in this day and age, but this is insane.
Okay.
Toxoplasma gondii.
Okay.
Something like that. It's a parasite spread by cats that can infect humans. And it causes a condition called toxoplasmosis. Presents with minimal to no symptoms unless if you're immunocompromised, which I can't believe how many times we've all said that word in like the last 2 years, but in which case it can be deadly, so very rarely anyway.
Okay.
But once established in the host human, it can be spread through different contact and stuff like that. It manipulates the brain. But how it manipulates the brain, they know, and all this stuff. Whether it changes what we see when we look at another person isn't understood, because people who are affected by this find other people way more attractive than normal. And that's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm trying to wrap my head around the idea of a parasite making somebody find other people more attractive than they normally would. Like, what?
Yeah.
How did you do this study, and how would you find out unless you'd have to pool so many people who have cats and then find out if they have this parasite. But then you'd have to know how they were before then too, to know if it really, oh my goodness, I can't wrap my head around this. That's just weird. It's just weird.
A lot of talky nonsense to get to craziness.
Yeah, too crazy. Just no. That's a lot of science for this week. Too much science for this week.
This parasite or the beer goggles?
Beer goggles?
To make other people look more attractive.
Oh, yeah. Beer goggles makes more sense to me.
And it's a little bit easier to deal with, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Naomi's got her head wrapped around the cat parasite attractiveness thing at this point, I think. And,
I don't think you should put those words together, because no. Cat parasite attractiveness. And no, I did not wrap my head around it, but it's not going to happen.
If anybody wants to know what in the hell we're talking about, I'll send you a link, just a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Let me know, and I'll send you a link to the story, and you can try to figure it out for yourself. But we generally record the podcast on Sunday nights, work on Monday morning and all of that stuff. And,
yeah.
You ever going through a Sunday, just randomly doing what you normally do, and all of a sudden you get that sense of that gripping doom?
Yeah, impending doom.
That's right. The Sunday scaries, they're calling it now.
Which, it does make sense. Before, I was like, nah, we don't need a term for everything. But no, it's a legit thing, Monday is a scary day. The Sunday scaries. Yeah.
The name sounds, kind of cutesy-wootsy a little bit, because why not? Scaries, I guess, is... but apparently, this is a big thing now. Many people deal with these Sunday scaries.
Yeah, like I said, Monday morning comes and it's back to work and back to real life, and it's just scary.
Definition here: uncontrollable dread that swallows some people whole, making the enjoying the end of the weekend nearly impossible.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a loose definition, but anyway, it has a name for a reason. According to a survey from a couple of years ago, 80% of professionals experience the Sunday scaries.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it.
And of course, Gen Z and millennials feel the most terror because it is terrifying.
Yeah. Going to work and being productive and being adults. Terrifying.
90+% reporting the Sunday scaries, respectively, Gen Z and millennials. If you happen to be agreeing with us and it sounds very familiar, don't worry, because we have come up with some cures.
Oh, okay. I'm here for it.
Or some, I don't know about cures, but some things you can do to help fight the Sunday scaries.
All right.
Let's see. It is a new phrase, first of all, before we even get to that. I guess it popped on the scene around 2009. If you look it up on Urban Dictionary, that's when they say people started throwing it around there.
I can honestly say that I did not think of that term at that time. 2009. I feel like it's been the last, maybe 5 years. Maybe.
If that. I think, I don't know that I heard the term before we moved to Roswell.
Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, it's become so mainstream. They've entered branding and marketing arena, advertising everything from CBD and candles to
Oh, of course. Here's some lavender smelling stuff to help you relax and throw off those Sunday scaries.
Yeah, so anyway, the term not a clinical diagnosis, of course.
Oh, come on.
But it is, they say, to get a little serious, I guess, a phenomenon that can represent other underlying problems and, should be treated with a little bit of care.
Well, I think if you have the Sunday scaries really, really bad, it's time to kind of take a look at your life, because that means the job that you're going to is probably not a good fit for you.
Yeah, if Sunday rolls around, you have this gripping panic.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. Something's got to change. The idea of, oh man, I'm not ready to start the work week and I get a little bit of anxiety. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's something that a lot of people have to deal with, because, the weekend's fun. You don't want to wrap up the weekend. What do you mean? It's Sunday at 2:00, and in a couple of hours I'll have to get ready for bed and then go to sleep and then wake up and then go back to work. Yeah, it's a bummer.
I can get the Sunday scaries 3 weeks out.
That's right.
If we have a something planned on the weekends.
Yep.
And I know we're not going to get home on Sunday until, if it's after 4:00, forget about it. No, I don't have enough time on Sunday to take care of things. And no.
We've gotten to the point where, if that's the case, then Luke's taking Monday off because he can't deal with it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it.
Hey, is that one of the cures or things?
We'll
take Monday off. Then you'll have the Monday scaries as you get ready for Tuesday.
We'll get to some of those cures in just a second.
Yeah.
These things do occur, though, because the person is dissatisfied with their job, burned out, didn't recharge enough during their time off. And how bad is that not recharging when you go on? We've talked about that 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You go on vacation, you can't even relax. By the time you get home, you're just starting to relax, and then you start everything all over again.
That's right.
Let's see. There was a survey, more than 300 entrepreneurs. 63% of business owners reported they've dealt with or are currently dealing with some burnout.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise,
Yeah.
right? So burnout and everybody hating their job basically causing the Sunday scaries.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Here's a
Those are
couple of
the
things.
main things behind it. Yeah.
I'm going to be so mad at these answers because, of course, there's no miracle cure for anything.
No.
But how about this? Keep a normal sleep schedule.
Don't tell me what to do.
I can hear my father just listening to that and going, geez, if only somebody had listened to me.
Yeah. We try. Honestly, we do an okay job sometimes of keeping the same schedule on the weekend. We did really well this past weekend, but that was because we went to the beach and sat in the sunshine and just got completely burnt out. So when we got home by 9:30, it was bedtime.
We're just grown-up toddlers. We tuckered ourselves right out.
We really did. But it worked, That's why I didn't have the Sunday scaries this time around.
Keeping a normal sleep schedule is a way to deal with these Sunday scaries. This really hits home because I as I'm thinking about it, I've had these things for a long time. Basically, never knew what to call them and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that is a big thing. My dad just was always on me about, like the last 3 weeks of the summertime before school would start back up. He'd be like, start getting a regular sleep schedule because in the summertime, I was up all hours of the night.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He'd start
That's
getting...
what kids do.
Get back here so when, school rolls around and that, whatever time you got to get up, it rolls around real fast.
You're ready.
It's going to come awful quick.
Yeah.
And I never heeded that advice ever.
No.
And of course, it was terrible when school would roll back around. So, I mean, this kind of translates to now. And like you just said, don't be staying up until 4 a.m. on Saturday night.
And then Sunday, you'll be sleeping in until noon. And then you'll be like, oh my goodness, my day is almost gone already. And I have to go to work already tomorrow.
That's right. So staying too far from your weekday sleep routine could definitely throw that wrench in there. Anticipating or experiencing a sleepless Sunday. Anticipating or experiencing a sleepless Sunday can exacerbate anxiety going into the week.
I took 2 naps last Sunday, yesterday.
You did. We are recording this on Monday, by the way.
That's right. Yeah, you're getting this like it's live.
It's a quick turnaround.
It is.
All right, number 2 reason or way to deal with these Sunday scaries. We got to call them something else.
I like Sunday
We
scaries.
should just call them the I don't want to go to works.
Doesn't roll off the tongue like Sunday scaries does.
Oh, but I think it hits home better.
Yeah, probably.
So take detailed inventory of your work life. Everybody loves taking inventory.
Yeah, my favorite.
Note how many hours you're actually working and where you may be able to give yourself a break during the week. Separate the real and imagined expectations of your job and try to be honest with yourself when assessing your schedule so you can tweak it to fit your needs. I feel like a therapist just reading that.
That was rough.
It was nonsense.
Yeah.
So basically, you're looking for time or space that you can reclaim. Dinner once a week with friends instead of, in front of your computer, behind the wheel, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Taking a class
Okay, I
once
guess
a
that
week.
makes sense. Sure.
Finding time to exercise during the week. Of course, it's all basically stress-reducing habits, I think.
Yeah, and breaking the routine and the monotonous of, oh my goodness, I got to go to work, and then I go home and I make dinner, and then I sit in front of the TV for an hour, and then I go to bed.
For real, yeah. So the next one on the list, limit drugs and alcohol.
Very important.
Moving right along, number 4, seek out joy.
Well, I'm just saying, if you spend your entire weekend drinking, when Sunday rolls around, you're not going to be feeling good. And then you're going to be real scared about Monday because, well, you spent all weekend drinking.
So
Probably have a 2-day hangover.
You think the beers on the beach were a bad idea?
I don't want to talk about it.
No comment.
Yeah.
All right. Seek out joy. I just love the way this is written. Working less could reduce stress. Hey.
Working less?
Who would have thought of that? I should have thought of that myself and wrote a book.
Yep.
I love this. Sprinkle pleasure and joy throughout the week to figure out how to make it work better for you.
You know what made me happy this week? I took a nap.
That's the touchy-feely way of saying suck it up and deal with it.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's that and finding joy in something small. Like, hey, I heard my favorite song on the radio today. I should be very, very happy.
But it's the little things. You're right. It is. It's that stuff you got to find.
But it's just a bummer to have this article tell you, like, hey, that's like you said, suck it up and deal with it. But hey, remember, you heard your favorite song.
That's right.
Yeah.
No joke. I have at times, and I used to do this when we were working at the Country Giant in New Mexico. If I'm throwing out a piece of paper, crumple it up into a ball, shoot baskets. Yeah,
that was your little joy for the day.
That's right, the little things.
I feel like that's every job you've had is you just find something where you got to throw baskets.
Oh, the second I can figure that out.
Yeah.
My new job, I've already found the garbage can and the angle I'd like to take and everything.
There you go. It's the little things.
Keep good habits is another thing we're chasing away the Sunday scaries. The I don't want to go to works.
Yep.
Or schools.
Or any kind of responsibilities that fall on Monday.
That's right. So like any other day of the week, important to maintain healthy habits on Sunday.
Yeah, that one I'm really bad at. Yeah. Well, Sunday is my I'm not doing nothing day. I call my family on Sunday. That's the big thing. I call my family. I catch up with them. I talk for a little bit, and that's it. I'm not doing anything else all day. Dishes? Nope, they're not getting done. I don't know, making dinner? Nope, Luke's got to do it, or it's just we're getting takeout or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do anything on Sundays.
That's the bad habits for me. It's usually, a nice disgusting meal.
Yeah. Yep.
Good disgusting though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not our habit for the rest of the week.
That's
so
right.
On Sunday, then we have the full bellies where we can't even breathe, and then Monday rolls around and we're already feeling bad and all that. I don't like that one. That one makes me sad. Like, that's just gonna ruin my Sunday, which is gonna ruin my weekend.
So basically, suck it up is where we're going to leave it, because the next one is go to therapy. So pass. Log your thoughts.
Wait. We're gonna go to therapy over
The Sunday
scares. I'm not knocking therapy. I'm really not. It's important, to talk to somebody when you need to and all that kind of stuff. But over Sunday scaries,
I said pass immediately, because who's got the money?
that's a good point too. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten to the money side of things yet.
That's what pushed me over the edge. Nothing else is. I don't want to go to work, Doc. I don't know what to do.
Get a doctor's note out of the deal, though. So.
Well, here you go. You don't have to go in tomorrow.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
That's it, though. Wednesday, you got to go.
Therapy, if you really can't stand what's going on.
Again, if it's that bad, that's at the point where you need a different job. Like, your work is not benefiting you at all. I can't imagine not wanting to go to work that bad. Or having that much of a hard time with Monday.
Me either, but we have been lucky with our career recently.
Well, that's true.
So,
we're not even lucky. You're just spoiled over here.
Yeah, so, some people might have a little bit more rough, but another one that's sort of, we could go either way with, but log your thoughts if you keep a journal and stuff. It says, write down, try to pinpoint exactly what and when you start get those crazy Sunday scaries. And,
I just imagine jumping out of bed as soon as I wake up Sunday morning. Sunday scaries.
So this is the way we took those. Okay.
We're terrible.
That's the way we took that advice.
Yeah.
And then, of course, being mindful. I feel like I hear this mindful word all the time.
Okay. Being mindful.
Everywhere we go, everybody's got to be mindful. But, just remember, it's one day, your routine goes on. Once you get through Monday, you're back home and all of that stuff, and there's a weekend on the horizon.
I'm sure that so many people are going to hate me for saying this, but I don't mind Mondays.
Of course you don't.
I really don't.
Okay.
Because
she gets away from me after 2 full days.
I think that's what it is, honestly. It's like I get a little mini vacation on Monday, so it works out great for me.
All right, from the Sunday scaries to a sort of sad story.
Aww.
This one is specifically for you, and I think everybody in the South, honestly. R.I.P. to a pickle giant.
Oh no! What?
Yeah, Mr. Vlasic passed away. Good chance of when you think of pickles, you think of Vlasic, right?
Yeah.
And of course, what is it? He's a crane now. Their mascot or whatnot. But let's see here. Robert Vlasic passed away, I believe, but. Joseph Vlasic, his father, Croatian immigrant, started the brand in the 1800s, I think, or something, but handed it down to Robert in 1963. By 1974, pickle production and pickle consumption had skyrocketed.
Of course, because everyone was like, oh, pickles. Oh, these things are just amazing.
8 pounds. 8 pounds per capita U.S. pickle consumption in 1974. Not as much as I would have thought. But anyway, under Robert Vlasic's leadership, they expanded to 96 kinds of pickles, peppers, relishes, and sauerkrauts.
All the good stuff,
All the good stuff. Eventually taken over by ConAgra Brands after going bankrupt as a spinoff from Campbell's Soup. Not really sure what any of that means, but what you didn't know about Mr. Robert Vlasic is he was one of the original meme kings.
No.
And he is a kindred spirit to Luke and Naomi. Luke and Naomi on air, Luke and Naomi in the morning. He's a dad joke guy.
No. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So in 1974, he said to the New York Times, we decided we didn't want to take ourselves or our business too seriously. He says pickles, of course,
Yeah. I mean, you can't. If you are in the pickle business, you can't take that too seriously because you just can't.
Exactly.
It's an oxymoron or something. I don't know.
Exactly. So in practice, that meant spending more on marketing than the rest of the pickle industry combined.
Okay.
That's why a lot of us know Vlasic so
Yeah,
well.
of course.
It makes you toiky porky. I just remember that stupid. What's it called? What did we
slogan?
Crane?
Saying?
Mascot?
Oh, okay. That's where you're going. I have no idea what you're going for
bird.
over there. Yeah.
I just remember the bird doing a weird Groucho Marx impression. I don't know why. That's just what I remember from Vlasic pickles.
But no, you guys don't understand. Like, anytime we're talking about turkey sandwiches, anytime we mention pickles or anything like that, Luke does that. He does the turkey perky thing, and I'm always like, can you stop for 30 seconds? Every single time. And like, I've never actually seen that. I have no idea what you're actually talking about when you do this.
I bet you we can find it too.
Oh, I'm sure we could.
But look, that's why this man is the pickle king, because
that's right.
He got that marketing just nailed right down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The fact that you have to do that every single time.
So even better is that Robert Vlasic gathered pickle jokes over the years.
Oh, my goodness.
He eventually made them into a book, Naomi Lynn. There is a book.
I don't even know how to feel about this because we know about my feelings about pickles. Pickles are just amazing. They're just great, all that. We know how I feel about dad jokes and how not amazing and not great they are. So why would you put the two together?
I love it.
I love it. I'm so divided because I kind of want to know these pickle jokes that are dad jokes, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to open that can of worms. I don't want to open that jar of pickles.
So I don't have what the actual book of pickle jokes is called, but in this day and age, a quick Google search would tell you, I'm sure. A quick Amazon search will have it in your cart in no time.
That's right.
But anyway, Vlasic once said there's nothing very serious about a pickle. I know you're sitting here in suspense waiting for a couple of pickle jokes.
Yeah.
I only have one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, everybody's going to have to run and find this book.
Okay.
To honor Mr. Vlasic. But why did the pickle close its eyes?
I don't know.
It saw the salad dressing.
That's terrible. It's not even funny.
I love it.
No, it's awful. I love it. So, oh, my goodness.
R.I.P. to a true king, a kindred spirit.
That's right.
Mr. Robert Vlasic passed away at the age of 96 on May 8th.
Wow.
So, and I know how much we love pickles, so.
That's right.
We had to honor the legend there. How about that?
Pickle legend.
The pickle legend. All right. How about this? Animal lovers are upset in California. They're protesting a plan by the city with a Save the Geese rally because the city wants to kill hundreds of geese.
Geese are mean.
Now, besides the fact that they are mean, can you think of any other reasons why they might want to be trying to get rid of a bunch of geese?
I'm sure there's lots of reasons, but I think the fact that they're mean is reason enough.
I don't think that's
I have to share this story because I was so upset about this. All right, so those of you who know Luke and Naomi pretty well and followed the story and followed us from Roswell and all that, that we always make jokes about like running and all that kind of stuff. We're not runners or anything like that. Well, I've recently taken up jogging, not to get way off topic, but I went for a little jog the other day and I'm running, I'm minding my own business, and then I get to this spot where the sidewalk, it gets kind of narrow. There's some water on one side and then there's just bushes and trees on the other side. There's nowhere to really go. And all of a sudden I hear this like hissing sound.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking like a snake or something, and I had no idea. And all of a sudden I see 2 geese running towards me, and then I see all the little baby geese around, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got chased by geese.
You threatened Mama.
I was minding my own business. I was so scared. Like, that was probably the fastest running I've ever done in my life.
You went from jogging to running.
Yeah, I took off the other way because they were chasing me.
So now you've got a grudge against
mean.
the geese.
Yes, absolutely. They're mean and they're terrible, and I see nothing wrong with the city trying to get rid of geese.
Just saying. Get rid of them.
All right, that's my story. I'm sorry.
Take care of them or take care of them?
Take care of them.
The second kind. Well, that's what's going on in this city here in California. Did I skip over where it is? Foster City, California.
Okay.
Let's see. The issue, not geese chasing people around the park.
Well, think about little kids with geese chasing them too and all that. They're mean. They can like pinch you and no.
The problem is the geese are pooping all over everything.
That's what it is.
Even get there because of the meanness. So they're mean and they poop all over everything.
See, 2 reasons to get rid of them.
So the residents in Marlin Park of this area say the goose poop has gotten out of hand.
I believe it.
Hundreds of Canadian geese, apparently.
And they poop a lot.
Pooping everywhere.
Yeah.
The city's already tried non-lethal strategies. If you're thinking that, if you're save the geese on that side of the whole argument, non-lethal strategies like turning on strobe lights to shoo the birds away. Putting up,
I can see that causing so many other problems.
You laughed at that. How about this? They tried to put up fences.
To keep the geese out?
To keep birds out.
Oh, okay. That's not going to work.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know which way I like better, or which option. Fencing to keep birds that fly out, or strobe lights.
Anyway, they also brought in dogs to scare the geese from the park. They also tried measures.
Who's coming up with these ideas?
Yes, whoever that is must have the Sunday scaries real bad on Sundays because that's all they came up with.
Yeah.
I got an idea. Dogs and fences. They also, this is weird. I don't know how I feel about this. They also said they tried measures to keep the eggs from hatching.
That's weird.
Measures. I don't know where to go with that.
Yeah, just blow past that. Yeah.
So none of the ideas worked. Obviously, they worry that the goose poop could create public safety problems from spreading.
Well, then it's just gross.
From spreading bacteria to traffic risks. You've seen geese in the roadways and stuff like that.
Gosh, that's.
Here we go.
It's so annoying. Like, you gotta be to work or something, and then these geese just, you know what? Nope, I'm crossing the road right now.
I had no idea that this is going to touch such a nerve.
I don't like geese.
Apparently.
When it comes down to it, I really just don't like geese. Like, they're just awful.
So anyway, the city's now waiting on a permit from U.S. Fish and Wildlife to conduct, oh man, what a terrible choice, population control to put a stop to the geese presence. Animal lovers, of course, are upset. One person says it feel like there has to be some alternative. Well,
I don't know. They've tried strobe lights.
Dogs and fences.
We're out of options here, guys.
We tried nothing, and we're all out of ideas.
That's right.
Oh
my goodness.
One person says she doesn't think the geese are hurting anyone, and they bring natural beauty to the lake.
No, they don't. They're mean, and they're loud, and they're obnoxious and terrible.
All right, it's a shorter one, but that wraps up episode 3 of Luke and Naomi on air. Next week, we'll have a little bit longer one for you, and pretty sure Naomi's going to have one of those thought of the days for Hugh, which unfortunately means everybody else got to listen to me sing a little bit. If you don't know what that means, well, stay tuned for episode 4 of Luke and Naomi on air. Love you, bye.